Hey, everybody. Just wanted to take a moment here to remind everybody with the 4th of July coming up, it's a good time to make sure that your batteries are charged and you've got the proper lenses. Now, 4th of July is basically event photography, even if you're with your family, because it's just going to be a whole bunch of things going on. You're going to want to get some portraits, but there's also going to be things going on that you just going to want to get. Now, depending on how you want to do it, you're probably just going to need a portrait lens, somewhere in the 50 millimeter family or around that, like a 24 to 70, just so that you can get some close-ups. If you've got small children in the family, then you're definitely going to want something that you can zoom in a little bit so that you're not too close should they decide to throw something. And then you're cleaning your lens off. So, plus it's much easier to get pictures of larger people up close than it could be to get a small child, because the small child's probably surrounded by a bunch of adults. So this allows you to unobtrusively get in and get those pictures while everybody else is still cooing over the child. But seriously, the other thing to keep in mind is if you're going to be doing any kind of fireworks, which I don't recommend that people do their own, unless you've got people that know what they're doing. And that doesn't mean I've been doing it for years, so I'm okay. But you're going to need some kind of lens to capture the explosions. Now, professional fireworks are usually further away from where you are than some backyard fireworks, for example. But one thing to keep in mind is if you're going out to capture the fireworks and not just enjoy them, you're probably better off doing it from a distance. So when they do the fireworks, they've got you backed off a little bit. For example, when Connecticut along the coast would do the fireworks, they would do the fireworks down on the beach. So the fireworks were firing out over the ocean. If any burning anything came down, it was going to land in the ocean. It wasn't going to set anything on fire, for example. However, when you've got that kind of distance, you have to figure out what kind of lens you're going to be using. Now, you might want to zoom in, but remember, those explosions are large. So you want to be further away from them so you can capture all of that explosion and still be able to get a good image in there without having to crop it. Now, you could do it up close with a wide-angle lens, but remember, the wide-angle lenses distort around the edges, and most things like Lightroom will correct for it, but you don't have to do it that way. What you can do instead is just back off from the firework itself, which means it'll be easier for you to get in and out because you won't be in the middle of all that traffic. But by being further away from the fireworks, that allows you to capture more of it, but you have to use a zoom lens. Now, you don't have to worry as much with the focal length of the lens, except how it impacts your ISO. But remember, these things are going to be making large explosions. They're going to be widespread. You don't want to focus in on a aspect of it. You want the whole thing to be in focus. So that means that you don't need an f2.8, for example. You can get by with one of the other ones without any trouble at all. And you'll be all set. So remember, now, today is a good time to make sure that your batteries are charged up, that your cards are all cleared and ready to go, and that you've got your lenses picked out for the different parts of the 4th of July weekend, if you're in the United States, that you're going to be celebrating. So that's what I got for you guys this week, and I will talk to you all next week.